Yo, what's going on guys? Sonic Fan 2006 here, coming at you with another video. I'm back on Dark Souls 4 and I've got another tutorial video for you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get a girlfriend in this game. Honestly, it's pretty easy. Just gotta get this checkpoint. Bro, are you literally for real? Are you serious? What is going on? What is happening? And I'm dead. Okay, great. You see, when Elden Ring first came out, I had a pretty love-hate relationship with this game. It was the first Hood Classic review I ever did on this channel. I ripped on the game quite a lot, but still deemed it a certified Hood Classic.
Elden Ring is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience. It's a game I'd recommend to almost anyone. It's so inviting to new players with its new multiplayer system, and it has a lot of, broken and overpowered builds to help new people, and Elden Ring is a certified Hood Classic.
But my cousin told me that my review was pretty shit, and he told me that it wasn't very good. He said to me, you need to stop playing these pussy-ass games and actually get on a real man's game. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll give Elden Ring another playthrough. I was kind of the opinion that this game is sort of overrated, but after walking into the lands between for a second time, my mind was blown.
And become the Elden Lord.
Elden Ring is an absolutely massive video game. This game is a technical achievement in every sense of the word. The Lands Between is such a massive world full of so many varied locations and so many different enemy types. It's so beautiful and twisted and so obscure, it's like walking into a painting. Lingrave is this beautiful grassy land that looks like it's straight out of Green Hills, whereas Caelid is the complete opposite, and it's this red hellish scape where everything is mutated and gross and where the music is all warped. This game has possibly the most unique world that I've ever explored in a video game in my entire life, and I don't say those words lightly. Exploring the Lands Between is such an amazing experience. You go to so many different locations and there are enemies riddled throughout the entire world. This game will throw a lot of different monsters and creatures at you. Right from the very tutorial boss, this game shows you that it isn't playing around and will not pull its punches. The combat to Elden Ring is so versatile, with using different types of magic, all different types of weapons, powerful incantations and even more. Summoning powerful creatures to help you fight, wielding godly weapons, and fighting the many dangers in this world.
Become my blade once more.
The Lands Between will completely engulf you, and this game will take hundreds of hours away from your life if you let it. It's just so much to the world of Elden Ring. People used to try and have the hot take that this game doesn't have good enough next-gen graphics, but are we playing two different games? I mean, look at this. Since the PlayStation 5 came out, there hasn't been a ton of games that have really truly felt like a next-generation experience. It seems like so many games are failing to deliver on so many promises and are coming out half broken. The Elden Ring absolutely does not hold back. This isn't just an experience, this is an entire journey in which a man travels through a desolate and dangerous world, killing creatures and man and gods alike in search of the all-powerful Elden Ring. Story to this game is incredibly cryptic and is told in a pretty obscure way, but it tries to tell its story through its combat. In Dark Souls, you run through the many different areas and you encounter the bosses, which try to stop you on your path of progression. In Elden Ring though, there are triple the amount of bosses. They are not on the path, they are the path. Elden Ring is one of the hardest games that I've ever played my entire life, but simultaneously is also one of the easiest. The bosses in this game are so intimidating and have so much strength, they basically all kill you in 1 or 2 hits. The genius in Elden Ring's combat is that you have to try and hit and not get hit. Enemies in this game are so relentless and they hit so fast and they hit so hard. You have to scrounge through this world and find better weapons and progress, and overcome any obstacles in your way and become stronger to try and challenge the throne of the Elden Ring. Most games get more challenging as you progress throughout the story, but Elden Ring just continues throwing enemy after enemy and boss after boss straight at you and refuses to let up on the pressure for even 1 second. Spends so many hours trying to overcome a seemingly insurmountable challenge, only to finally kill it, to then realize that the next boss is 10 times harder. Elden Ring will test your resolve and test your patience and skill like no other game, and will make you learn its timing and learn its movesets of its weapon to an absolute T if you want to survive. The sense of power and becoming more strong is so prevalent in this game. It constantly feels that with each enemy that you kill and each boss that you fell, you end up becoming just 1% stronger. And you get to the very end of this gigantic game and you challenge the final boss. And this is basically where Elden Ring says, okay, you enjoyed the game, but now it's over. This fight is some absolute bullshit. But then once you finally overcome the annoying task of trying to take down this seemingly impossible god, he falls, only to rise again. After you befell Radagon of the Golden Order, the Elden Beast is summoned, and then the game is like really over. Elden Ring is a true masterpiece of a game and an absolute 10 out of 10 experience. It is one of the hardest games I've ever played, but it's also one of the most rewarding, and the sense of exploration is second to none. Gods and the many different creatures of the world are so imposing, and the world itself is so beautiful and so nuanced. I wasn't always a massive fan of this game, but this is one of the truly rare instances in which you find a real next generation game on the PlayStation 5. A game with absolutely zero microtransactions and pay to win mechanics. Elden Ring is a rare kind of game nowadays in that it lets its gameplay do the talking for it. And this game is up there with some of the all-time greatest video games ever created. Elden Ring is a certified hood classic.
Stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.